You want to shine like the top of the Chrysler building. You want to shine like a diamond, honey, okay? Hello. Hi. That's not my intro. Hello queens, I'm Shanice Teresa and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome. Alright, so today's video is a little different. Honestly, I feel like I don't even know what YouTube is anymore because I've been sick for the last 2 weeks and I've barely done social media. I post Tuesdays, I never miss a Tuesday, but I haven't edited or filmed or posted since Tuesday, and it's currently Sunday, and I just feel like I'm living in this like weird bubble and like I don't know who I am and I'm still sick. So it has come to my attention that some people think that I'm good at makeup. Don't know how. I've been getting messages from people on Instagram, just like sliding in those DMs, like people I know, wondering how I do my makeup. And I mean, I'm not the worst person at doing makeup, but like, have you seen my makeup? Like, I don't know, I'm confused. You've read the title, so you know why we're here. And I'm going to try to teach you the basics of makeup quickly and efficiently because I don't have all day and neither do you. So today I'm here to show you all the hacks and tips and tricks of not looking like Chucky. So let's get right into this video. Like this video now, subscribe if you haven't, and let's just like get right into it because we all just want to look like a queen, you know? I mean, I look like a queen without makeup, but no, I look like Chucky. I'm so hormonal right now that like the pimples that I thought are going away, like there's just new ones that recreate and just like blow up on my face that I just like, the devil just works a little too hard sometimes and I'm tired of him. So let's just get on with this video. With doing this video, I am just going to give you tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. I am not claiming to be a beauty guru. I'm not claiming to be a professional, an MUA, which is a makeup artist. I'm not claiming to be anything but myself, who I guess is mediocre at makeup. If you learned something from me today, great, let me know. If you didn't learn something from me, great, don't let me know. So first things first, we're going to use primer. I don't really know why. I can't tell you if this actually works. Product is just hyped up and I use it. I mean, my makeup stays on, so maybe it does work, but like I've never really tried not wearing primer. I don't really know why we have to do this. It's just like a step in the makeup routine. If you don't want to add this part of the routine because this is $70 in itself, don't do it. I mean, I don't know if you should or not because like I said, I don't know if it actually works, but I do it. So let's put some primer on our face and pretend like we know what we're doing, okay? Next step is foundation. Now, if you have the perfect foundation match, you are literally the spawn of Satan. Don't know how you have the perfect foundation match. I don't know how you succeeded at that or just how. If you don't have the perfect foundation match, if your face is too golden, too red, too olivey, too dark, too pale, don't worry, I'm with you and half the world is, because it's impossible. So you can either use a brush or a beauty sponge. Honestly, use your fingers. Don't really care. Actually, don't use your fingers because there's lots of oils on your fingers and that will just supposedly give you more pimples. I don't know. Science. So you can either use any of these. You can use, if you really wanted to, use an eye brush, which would take forever. Probably don't do that. Don't recommend. Use whatever you want to put it on. If it looks streaky, then that's your fault. Like, you should know that if it looks streaky, then it looks bad. So find something else. Personally, I use a wet Morphe sponge because it just works the best for me and I just rather a sponge over anything else. First hack of the day is go to Sephora and get samples of foundations. Don't buy the foundations because if it doesn't work, then you're wasting your money and you're wasting Sephora's time. Because if you return it, then they just throw it out and that's just a waste. So right now, if you haven't seen, I think 2 videos ago, I did a foundation match. Still haven't found my foundation match or anything close to my skin color. So right now, I'm just using the samples that I still have because I just still haven't found the perfect match. So this foundation right here is too dark for my skin. Do I care? No. But it's foundation, so put it on. Okay, so now that you have foundation on, probably the most important step, because then your face is all one, the foundation is laid, so you can just like go from there. So if you really want to spend time on something, really find your, I guess, perfect match. Next step is concealer. Now, concealer, if you don't know, concealer brightens up the face. And they say that the sun hits you in a triangle, so you're supposed to put it on your face like a triangle. I don't really know, but that's what I do anyways. So personally, I use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in medium tan neutral. Neutral, if you don't know, there's different types of undertones. There's peachy undertones, olive undertones, golden undertones, and neutral. There's probably more,
but I don't really care.
Personally, I am an olive undertone, but I'm not that green, so I literally can't find anything that fits my skin tone perfectly or close to perfectly, so I just go with neutral undertone stuff. Don't recommend putting too much because once you put too much on, it's too hard to blend that ish out. Another tip with concealer, if you bring the concealer up the side of your nose, which I do not do because I'm not insecure about my nose, but if you are and want to make your nose a little smaller and look snatched, then bring the concealer up the sides here so it's a little lighter, and then eventually your nose will look a lot smaller. I don't know why people do that. We're just all insecure.
Just saying.
Next step, we definitely need to set this because if you don't set your concealer, it's just going to run, it's going to look goopy, it's going to go in every crease and cranny that you have on your face, and it's not cute. Personally, I use the Laura Mercier setting powder. I just use it because it's a hyped product and everybody loves this. I've never tried anything other than this, so just go buy this stuff because everybody loves this stuff, so there's no point of trying anything else. So make sure all the concealer is out of the creases. Take your beauty sponge, dip it in. I personally put it in the cap because it makes it easier to pick up, and put it on top of every place that you just put concealer because you want to set it and not forget it, okay? All right. Is that a bug? You're lying. I feel like throwing up. Okay, so now that you slightly look a little crazy, it's time to set the rest of the face. So I personally use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Skin in dark, and I just literally put this everywhere and wipe away the translucent powder that I just put on. Beauty gurus, some of them bake, if you've ever heard that term before, which is when you leave the translucent powder on all the places where you put your concealer and leave it for a good 10 minutes. Personally, I do not care to do that because 1,
it doesn't work,
and 2, it's just a waste of time and energy, and 3, I don't really know, but it just looks cakey to me and I don't like it, so I personally just wipe it off right away. Oh, and I forgot to mention, when you put your foundation on, make sure you go down your neck and put it on your ears because, like I said, you're not going to find your perfect match. Next is, now you've probably heard the term contour. Now, I've definitely had my share of using liquid contours, or I use foundation sticks, which is a hack. I'm over that at this point, and now I just use powder. So personally, first I go in with the Bobbi Brown Bronzing Powder in Golden Light. I take my brush. I forgot to tell you about all the brushes that you can use, but like, I think that's another video. Like, honestly, brushes do not matter. They all do the same thing. You're gonna get makeup on your face regardless. So like, until you become more into makeup, then use whatever you want, okay? You can use your finger, just do it.
Actually, don't use your fingers because there's lots of oils on your fingers and that will just supposedly give you more pimples. I don't know. Science?
When you contour, the whole point of contouring is to make something look snatched, skinnier, smaller. So you want to take the darker makeup and put it places that will make your face look smaller. And those places will be your cheekbones. Your cheekbones are right here. Right here is underneath my cheekbone. You can kind of see darkness right here because that's where my cheeks kind of go in. If you want to make your cheekbones look snatched, you want to take the contour and you want to place it above that divot in your face, in between the top of your cheekbone and the bottom of it, to make that hollow look a little more defined. Hopefully that made sense. If it didn't, sorry, not a guru. I'm also going to bring it on my forehead and down my temple and under my chin because I want to get rid of the fact that there is a double chin here and I want to make my forehead look smaller. So now I go in with a darker bronzer, and this is where you have to be careful because you don't want to look crazy or like Trump or whatever. So I go in with the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil, get a little bit on my brush, and I leave it closer to the top of my cheekbone and closer to my temple, but do not drag it too far down because you will look crazy. I don't really understand. I don't think I'm making sense, but you know, just go with it. Okay, hopefully I have not lost you yet. If I have, I do not apologize because I am very bad at explaining, and I'm pretty sure I said that in the very beginning of this video. If I haven't, I'm telling you now, I am really bad at explaining things because one, I truly don't really know what I'm saying. I have barely any experience with makeup and I have no right to be doing this video, but I am. I'm just going to try to teach you what I think I know. Next step is blush. There is no such thing as too much blush because you need to bring color back to your face, because when you put foundation down, you, like I said, you lost everything. You just made your face all one. Personally, I use MAC Blush Baby MAC Blush Baby Blush. There it is. You've heard before that you put it on the apples of your cheeks. This is true, but you need to blend it up. Do not just leave it right here and call it a day. You're not 90. Maybe you are. Even if you are 90, do not do that because it just doesn't look cute. I don't live in the ghetto. People just be trying me today. You want to start at the apples of your cheek, which is right here, but you want to blend up because you want to bring more color to your face. You want to look alive and cute, like hee hee. Next step is you take a setting spray. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Don't have to do this, but if you want your highlighter to look a little more poppin', then I suggest doing this. Setting spray, if you do not know, allows your makeup to like stick to your face. This is something that I do recommend, unlike the whole like primer. I don't understand what this does, I just do it. But this helps. If you do not wear this and then one day you do wear this, you do realize how much better your makeup looks on your face and how much it stays on and doesn't melt. So 10 out of 10 recommend. I have used Urban Decay. Urban Decay all-nighter spray works, but my new favorite is the Morphe. This stuff is just unreal and it smells amazing. So recommend. Next step would be highlighter. I have a lot of highlighters and I don't even know, but I either use the Fenty Beauty one or the Maybelline. This one's obviously cheaper, so if you're on a budget, this is like the best drugstore highlighter you'll ever buy in your life. Other than foundation, highlighter is probably the most important step to any makeup routine. You want to shine like the top of the Chrysler building. You want to shine like a diamond, honey, okay? This is what I don't understand, because they say that the sun hits you in a triangle on your face, but you don't put highlighter on as a triangle. So like, where does the sun actually hit you? Congratulations to the 3 brain cells that I thought I had left, but I clearly do not. I literally can't with myself. Wow, okay. Anyways, this is where highlighter you put on, because when the sun hits you, you want to glow. You want to look like a goddess. You want to feel like a trophy. You want to feel like diamonds.
Okay.
With having the setting spray on, which basically is already dried into my skin, so that was pointless right now. It just allows the highlight to be more defined and more bam, like in your face. If you have pimples on your face like me, try not to hit your pimples because it will make your pimples look bigger than they actually are. That's the downfall of highlighter. It's like the devil sometimes. Highlight just changed my whole face. Like, if you don't put highlight on, then you're doing it wrong. I'm sorry, but like, there's no point of even wearing makeup. Next step would be eyebrows. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do this on camera because it will take way too long, and I do not know how to do eyebrows, but I just fill them in a little bit, call it a day, put on some eyebrow gel, and move on. Like I said, I'm not gonna do that on camera because it's just gonna be a disaster, so I'll be right back. Okay, so now we are up close and personal, because this full face basic makeup look would not be complete without showing you the basics of eyeshadow. This is where everyone has been asking me how to do, and I honestly just wing it. I just throw it on and call it a day, because normally I would put on a bunch of mascara or eyelashes and cover up the fact that I can't do eyeshadow. But I'm still going to sit here and try to explain this to you because honestly, don't know why, but here I am. Another tip, hack, whatever, do not put liquid on top of powder. So if you've already set your face with powder, you cannot put any more liquid on your face, because then it'll just look like a mess and you'll have to start all over again, because it looks cakey, it looks gross, everything moves, slides, it's just not pretty. So if you have any type of liquid, do it before you set your face, because if you set your whole face, then you're done, you're moving on. So hack, tip, whatever. Next, eyes. Well, first tip is learn to clean your brushes, because I don't clean my brushes. If you have any tips on how to clean your brushes or products that you use to clean your brushes, let a girl know, because this is disgusting and all I do is wipe it on my pants when I try to do my makeup because I'm gross. This is really gonna be a ratchet ghetto tutorial, but we're going to try. Everyone and their mamas, if you don't have this palette, then it's okay. Just listen to the basics of it. But everybody and their mamas has this Jaclyn Hill palette. Mine is very dirty. She's been used and abused. Like, probably shouldn't have said that. She's been used and she is thriving. Keep it simple, because if you don't keep it simple, you'll look like a clown. I'm going to explain to you the colors that you need to use. You can use this with any colors of the rainbow, but you have to do it in this type of order, if that makes sense. I'm going to use all browns and neutrals, but if you want to do this with pinks and purples and blues or whatever, just listen. So first things first, we're going to start with the lightest brown shade that we want on our eye. This is going to be your transition color, okay? All right, so for me, I'm going to start with this third right here. This is basically the same color as my eyes right now, but we're just going to add this color to, I don't know why, but just listen, okay? This is called your transition. So you're gonna put this on your crease and a little bit above your crease. See, you can't really see it, but whatever, it's your transition color. Next, you're going to add another nude color or another color of the rainbow that you're using, but you want it to be slightly darker than the one you just put on your eye. Typically, I would take this color right here, and she is going to go in your crease. Basically, where you just put that stuff, but we are not going to go any farther up like I brought the other one. You're literally just going to stay in your crease like this. She can go a little bit above. If the brush brings her a little bit above, that's fine, but do not personally drag your brush higher than your crease. Personally, this brush is a little bit too fluffy, but like I said, my brushes are dirty and it is what it is. I mean, I guess technically this is our transition shade because I put the other one all over my eyelid, so disregard what I just said. Now you're going to try to find a brush that's a little more smaller, but not dirty, which is a little hard. So now we're gonna find a brown that is darker than the one you just put on. You're basically just getting darker as you go, okay? So you wanna start light, get
darker.
Honestly, this is a fail. You guys are all probably confused. This makes no sense. I'm sorry. So I'm going to dip into, we're gonna go with this one. You're gonna take that on your brush and you're going to also put this in your crease. But since this brush is a little smaller, it's going to stay in your crease and not move around like the other ones did. I don't know what I'm saying. Just literally just put it in the crease of your eyeball. Blending is the biggest tip I can give you for your eyes. This lighting does not do justice and it's not giving you the best. I'm sweating. Does it even look like I have makeup on? Probably not. And then you're going to take an even darker brown. So I'm going to take this brown right here, dip it ever so lightly, because once you deal with dark colors, you're going to ruin your face. And it's hard if you're brand new because I still do it. And you're going to make a V on the outer of your eye. You can't really tell what I'm doing. This video's over. Like, why am I doing this? Okay, so now that you look like you got punched in the face, it's time to do the eyelid. Now, let me just explain again with the eyeshadow. If you're going pink, then you start with a lighter pink, then you go in with a little bit darker pink, then you go in with another pink that's darker than that pink. Same thing with purple, light purple, a little bit darker, darker again, dark. The closer you get to your crease, the darker it gets. That makes sense? I don't know. Next, you want to take a flat brush. This is where you're going to add the sparkle to your face. I look Casperly. Now you're gonna spray this with setting spray. Sometimes I use saliva because I'm disgusting. I'm gonna go in with a sparkly brown color, and you're just going to put this from your inner corner and just literally put it on your lid. You're just carving your eyelid out. That's all you're doing. With this lighting, you cannot see what I'm doing, so this video is a fail like most of my videos. Great. Next step is going to be putting that on your waterline. Now, putting eyeshadow on your waterline changes the game. If you do not put this on your lower lash, not your waterline, on your lower lash, then, I mean, you can, but this changes the game. It makes your eye even crazier. Looking bomber. English. Typically, I take one of the medium browns, so I'm going to take the second color that I took, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. Okay, then you go in with a darker brown. Try to put that closer to your waterline just to make it pop a little bit more. All right, last step to eyeshadow is your inner corner. This is where you go back in with the highlighter that you used, Maybelline, because that's what I used. Wet your brush and then put it in your inner corner, your tear duct, to make your eye pop. This lighting is awful. Like, Anyways, that's all I'm doing for my eyeshadow because I'm over it at this point and you can't tell anything because the sun's gone. The ring light is ruining it all for me, but whatever. Next step would be mascara. So I'm gonna do this off camera and I'll be right back. All right, folks. So I just put mascara on the top lashes and the bottom lash. Another hack is to put mascara on the bottom lash because it allows your eyes to look bigger and draw more attention to the fact that your eyes are beautiful. I don't really know what I'm saying. That makes no sense. That is false information. I just made that up on the spot. Your eyes look so much better when you put mascara on the bottom lash too, so don't forget about your bottom lashes. Give both lashes the same treatment, like equality for everybody, top and bottom. Okay, then I just threw on a gloss because if I put lipstick on, then it just makes my lips look bigger and all the attention is on your lips. I just rather someone just stare into my eyes, into my soul, than look at my lips. I don't know, I just like glosses better. That's just a personal preference. You can put a lipstick on, a gloss, nothing, lip chap, whatever you want. And then you take your mist and spray your face again to lock everything in there, just to allow it to stay, because you know you don't want to go to the grocery store and look like you just are melting, you know, like it's not a cute look. Anyways, I hope this helped you guys. If it didn't, it probably didn't, but if it did, I am happy. I should have done this during the day when the sun was out and I wasn't using a ring light because it's dark and you can barely see my eyes or anything. So this was a flop. I am sorry. I will try to do this again, but if you got anything out from this video, I am happy. I am glad. Good job, you're still here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like this video and subscribe. Click that little notification bell so you don't miss a post from me because you won't regret it. And here's to another like makeup for dummies because we all just don't know what we're doing and we're not all gurus and we just are trying, okay? Just try, do your best. I flopped at this. Hopefully I don't know why I made this video. Whatever, it is what it is. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, queens.
Yes, queen.
Honestly, that video sucked. But I look good. Whatever.